This is update 1 of Am I the Asshole for Not Wanting My Husband's Family to Stay With Us for the Holidays? Where to even begin unwrapping this shithole? I brought up the issue with my husband's family staying a couple times after my first post. I had to Google how to talk to a narcissist before the approach. I said how it would affect the baby and how it would affect his family with me having to get up in the middle of the night. And how my son needs space for his playpen. Baby-proofing a one-bedroom has proven more difficult than I thought. He seemed understanding, however, wasn't budging on wanting them to stay. I just got the old, we'll keep analyzing it. That is a bullshit stall tactic that's basically telling you, I'm not going to do anything about it, but I'm going to keep saying it till they get here. And then once they're here, it's going to be too late and there's nothing that can be done about it. That's what he's doing. Since I can cancel my hotel reservations a day before check-in, I went ahead and booked 10 nights just to lock in cheap rates. I felt more secure having a backup in case shit hit the fan at my house. On our way to Thanksgiving, my son kept getting blasted by sunlight while driving. I have tried the usual sunshades on the windows. A few days ago, I got the curtains for the side window. They hang on with magnets, so I grabbed them from my car and hung them in my husband's car, as he was the one driving us 3 hours away to his family gathering. He kept saying the blinds were blocking his blind spots, so I tied them open so he could see, but my son could also keep some shade. After it still being a problem, my husband asked for them to be removed and proceeded to tell me how I need to ask him before I just go and do stuff. What? Isn't that what he did with his sister? So you can't even put magnetic sunshade in the passenger window of the back seat to block the sun from your son's face because you need to ask your husband before you just go and do stuff. Why didn't that rule apply to him when it came to his sister and family coming to stay with you guys for 11 days? OP, this is where you look at him and go, well, I didn't get any say when you just went and did stuff. So last I checked, I don't need to check with you because you've informed me that the new rule in our relationship is you're going to do whatever the fuck you want. So if you think I'm going to come to you and ask for permission to do something, you lost your fucking mind, sir. Just saying. Back to the story. Then OP says, that's when I lost my shit. Good. I brought up the visit and how he never discussed it with me prior to telling his sister they could stay. Of course, this causes him to blow up saying he doesn't need my permission as it is his house. Over and over, I'm told to shut the fuck up and man up. If this was your family, ... I don't want to be with a bitch cunt wife. Ma'am, I haven't even read anything else. Run. Don't walk. Run. That is a piece of shit right there. So he told you to shut the fuck up. He told you to man up. Does he not know how biology works? It'd be really hard for that wife to man up. Just saying, that's petty. Whatever. If this was your family, you mean like your family who he talked shit about and that's okay? I remained calm and reiterated that it's my home too. And it's about respect that he talks to me first. It's not about control. It's about respect. Respect for my son. Respect for our routines, comfort, and safety. He then goes on to say how I don't respect him and I just turned this around and made it about you. That's what we call gaslighting, and that's exactly what your husband's doing. He's gaslighting you so that he can be the victim and you can be the villain in this story so that you'll back off and he'll still get his way. Don't give him his way. Then he says, holidays are classically stressful. Look at Home Alone, where they have that huge house and it's chaos. Okay, but this isn't a movie. It's real life. If we had a guest room, I'd still be annoyed, but I'd be more comfortable manning up and letting them stay as they wouldn't obscure my routines. Can I just point out, yes, holidays were classically stressful in the movie Home Alone, but last I checked, Home Alone was over in 2 hours or less. His sister's gonna be there for 11 days, so the correlation doesn't match, just saying. So, I ruined Thanksgiving. Husband stayed at work until he had to come home just to sleep. Didn't see his son for almost 3 days. I had to text him first. Come and have an adult conversation with me. You haven't seen your son in 3 days. To which I get, but I'm working. No shit, Sherlock. I meant after. Then I get, no one wants me around anyway. I'm only good for food and money. Okay, Eeyore. Good Lord. I didn't respond to this. Needless to say, he came home and spent time with his son. Then we had an adult conversation. His family staying is not changing. He said he already told them yes and doesn't want to now tell them to get a hotel. A hotel is way too expensive, even at this discount you're talking about. It's not going to be like $50. OP says, it actually was. I booked 10 nights for a total of $518. That comes out to what? $51.80 a night after tax. I told him this and he just rolled his eyes. His sister texted me personally and asked if they could use my car to do one thing when my husband was working. She said they would rent a car if not. Just the fact that she asked with respect made me say yes to using it. We agreed that if I needed it, they would bring it back and my son and I will do okay. My thoughts? Continue my routines. Do what I need to do. If they can't handle it, they are free to get a hotel. I will not uproot my life for 11 days. It's not about me, it's about my son. He will be taken care of regardless of guests. Okay, then OP, I gotta ask you a question. Your husband obviously is not gonna tell his sister any different because he has determined that your wrath is much easier to deal with than the consequences of telling his sister. Stop being the easier option. I'm not advocating to be an asshole to your husband, but if he's not even talking to his sister. He just keeps telling you what you're going to deal with. And if that doesn't work, call his sister and say, look, I appreciate that you're coming. We can't wait to see you. We have a 1-bedroom apartment and a 7-month-old. And unfortunately, having 3 more people stay in our home will disrupt the everything, the routines, the schedules. And as much as you love them and you will enjoy seeing them each day, they're going to need to go ahead and get a hotel. And if your husband doesn't like it, you can tell him, well, sir, you sure as fuck didn't ask me what my opinion was when you told her yes. So I'm just matching energy and fixing the situation all at the same time. My question is, should I keep the hotel? I want to have it in case my son and I have to sleep there. If people keep waking my son up, I'm going to have a huge problem, especially if we're trapped. But I also don't want to waste money and never use it. I can't decide. For everyone saying I should get a divorce over this, that's valid. I want to give him one more chance to start discussing with me. If he can't respect that, then yeah, it's done. I'm tired of him stepping outside and having these conversations without any input from me. She said, wish me luck. There will most likely be an aftermath post. That'll be in the next videos.